At times, overwhelming emotions surface without a clear reason, leaving us uncertain about their origins or purpose. Maybe a moment of frustration or sadness that seems to appear out of nowhere, leaving you wondering why it even surfaced. Or perhaps you've noticed patterns in your relationships, reactions, or fears that feel beyond your control, as if they have a life of their own. These are often signs of hidden forces within us, emotions and beliefs we've pushed into the subconscious, the parts of us we don't usually confront. This is where shadow work comes in. Imagine peeling back layers you didn't even know existed, revealing hidden fears and deep-seated beliefs that shape who you are. For me, shadow work became more than a tool. It was a transformative journey into understanding my subconscious, allowing me to release patterns and heal parts of myself I didn't know were there. By diving into this practice, I didn't just discover hidden parts of me. I felt a newfound freedom, a power in knowing what truly drives me. Shadow work, while mysterious, is one of the most profound ways to unearth and understand the subconscious aspects of ourselves. It's a process that asks us to confront elements we may have suppressed over the years. In my experience, shadow work has led me to a deeper self-awareness, as I've explored what Carl Jung calls the shadow, a side of ourselves that contains our hidden emotions, impulses, and memories. At its core, shadow work involves identifying and embracing these hidden aspects within us, often shaped by past experiences, cultural conditioning, and unaddressed emotions. This shadow self doesn't necessarily imply darkness or negativity. Rather, it holds parts of us we may be unwilling to see. For example, emotions like anger, jealousy, or shame may feel uncomfortable, so we push them into the shadows. But ignoring them can make them grow, unconsciously influencing our thoughts and actions. Years ago, I was faced with a situation that left me feeling irrationally angry. When I finally traced the emotion, I found it connected to a childhood memory I'd long forgotten. This moment of clarity felt like peeling off a mask, revealing a part of me that had been controlling my reactions without my awareness. That's what shadow work does. It shows you the mask you didn't know you were wearing. Why dive into these hidden corners of ourselves? Because understanding the subconscious mind allows us to make conscious choices instead of being driven by hidden emotions or reactions we don't understand. My own experience with shadow work revealed surprising truths about why I felt certain ways in specific situations. This journey wasn't immediate. It took patience and courage to face things I didn't want to acknowledge. But through each practice, I felt a shift, a growing clarity in how I viewed myself and how I related to others. This work took me from a place of unconscious reactions to one of conscious awareness, helping me understand what my subconscious was really trying to tell me. Here are some of the methods I've used, each opening a door to understanding more about myself. Journaling. Writing in a journal became a safe space to express thoughts I would normally keep to myself. I'd start by asking, why did I react that way? Or, what am I afraid of right now? These questions helped reveal emotions tied to past experiences. Reflecting on these entries gave me a clearer view of my patterns and reactions. Mindfulness and meditation. Practicing mindfulness allowed me to sit with my emotions without judgment. By observing each thought and feeling as they surfaced, I began to identify what I was avoiding. It was eye-opening to realize how often I tried to push away certain emotions, especially discomfort. Accepting those feelings helped me gain control over them instead of feeling controlled by them. Observing emotional triggers. I started noticing my triggers, situations that brought out strong, sometimes irrational emotions. These triggers often revealed unresolved issues within me. By digging deeper, I saw connections to childhood memories and past experiences that shaped my beliefs and fears. This helped me understand that these responses were not my true self, but rather parts of my shadow seeking attention. Exploring the inner child. Shadow work also led me to my inner child, a younger version of myself holding unaddressed needs and wounds. Revisiting this part of myself showed me that some of my current fears stemmed from childhood. By healing this part of me, I found a sense of inner peace, which released my subconscious from old traumas. Challenging core beliefs. Core beliefs are the deep-seated ideas we hold about ourselves and the world. I began questioning these beliefs. Are they truly mine, or are they inherited or conditioned by my environment? Recognizing which beliefs didn't serve me allowed me to reshape my perspective, replacing limiting beliefs with ones that aligned with my values. The benefits of this work extended far beyond self-understanding. Shadow work became a tool to improve my relationships, confidence, and sense of purpose. Here are a few changes I noticed. Improved relationships. As I became more aware of my triggers, I reacted less impulsively in relationships. I could step back and observe rather than react immediately, leading to healthier communication and more meaningful connections. Increased self-confidence. By embracing parts of myself I had previously denied, I grew more accepting of who I was. This acceptance boosted my confidence, as I no longer feared judgment for traits I once viewed as bad or weak. Enhanced creativity. The shadow often holds creativity stifled by self-doubt. As I tapped into these repressed parts of myself, I found a surge of creative energy, as if my subconscious finally had the freedom to express itself without fear. If this journey resonates with you, here are a few tips to begin your own shadow work. Start small. Begin by asking yourself simple questions or writing in a journal. Even a few minutes a day can make a difference. Be patient and kind. Shadow work can bring up difficult emotions. Give yourself grace and don't rush the process. Personal growth is a journey, not a race. Seek support if needed. Shadow work can be intense, and working with a therapist or counselor may help if emotions feel overwhelming. Celebrate small wins. Each insight is a step toward understanding and healing. Acknowledge your progress, even if it feels small. Stay curious. Keep an open mind about what you might discover. The subconscious has layers, and each one brings its own lessons. Through shadow work, I realized that my subconscious was a reservoir of unprocessed emotions, hidden motivations, and unresolved fears, which subtly influenced my life without my awareness. Patterns I noticed in relationships, like fear of failure or mistrust, were rooted in experiences I had long buried. Each time I confronted these buried feelings, I felt a weight lift and gained insight that empowered me to make conscious choices rather than reacting from a place of old wounds. Understanding the subconscious goes beyond logic. It's deeply emotional and at times painful. This journey felt like peeling away layers to reveal truths about myself I hadn't acknowledged. Facing these hidden parts allowed me to understand the underlying reasons for my behaviors, desires, and creative drives. By integrating these revelations, I found a sense of freedom and authenticity, no longer controlled by suppressed parts, but aware of them, empowered to live more fully and with intention. In a world that pressures us to present only our best selves and hide the rest, shadow work challenges us to embrace everything within, light and dark, strengths and vulnerabilities. This journey isn't about fixing or erasing perceived flaws. It's about valuing every part of ourselves and transforming judgment into understanding. Our emotions, even the uncomfortable ones, shape our experiences and reactions. By doing shadow work, we learn that there's no need to categorize these feelings as good or bad. Instead, we cultivate awareness and foster growth, seeing our emotions as essential guides on our journey of self-acceptance. For me, this process brought clarity and compassion. In accepting what I once hid, I found freedom from limiting beliefs that had silently steered my decisions and relationships. This shift uncovered an authentic version of myself, one unburdened by old fears or societal expectations. Ultimately, shadow work offers a path of profound self-discovery, giving anyone willing to explore it the tools to integrate hidden parts of themselves. In doing so, we're empowered to live more intentionally, uniting every layer of who we are. If you made it this far, you're probably feeling ready to take a look inside yourself. But here's the ultimate question. Are you ready to face what you might find? Because once you start this journey, there's no turning back. If this resonated with you, make sure to hit subscribe and join me for more insights into self-discovery and healing